Good evening. I'd like to call the order of the Schenectady City Council Committee meeting for Monday, February 9th, 2026. Clerk, will please read the press release.
Press release went out for the Schenectady City Council to hold a special meeting on Monday, February 9th, 2026 at 5:30. Where City Hall, No. 5 Schenectady, New York. 5, the detailed work. The Schenectady City Council will convene a special meeting to review and discuss items requiring consideration and determination at upcoming council meetings scheduled for the same night. This went out to the council, the mayor, and the council.
Thank you. At this time, we'll have public safety.
I'd like to call the Public Safety Committee to order. We have one item on the agenda. Lease purchase agreement for one Rosenberg Cobra MM Tower Aerial and two Rosen Power Commander pumpers for the fire department. Fire Chief Burns, Mr. Munchen.
Hello, council members. I am filling in for, if you don't. So, council members, I'm filling in for Derek Kulukuma, Commissioner of Finance. In front of you are 3 trucks, 1 Rosen Power Tower and 2 pumpers. We're phasing out 3 others and replacing this. It's recommended that we go with option 1, which has our first payment in 2028 as opposed to 2027 for cash flows reasons. Any questions? Happy to answer.
Yes, sir. Is this coming out of the capital, 2026 capital? Where is this funding coming from?
The funding is going to be a bit later for 2028. The first payment is in 2028.
This is a process we've used for now it's going on 10 years. The lead time for these pieces of apparatus is so long. We start the design.
The build time is about 24 to 30 months. 30 months out, so we have to begin the process that much earlier. And then what happens is where the payments are structured, which finance talked a little bit more, but anything that's invested prior to taking possession of the apparatus is invested in an escrow account. And then that offsets the interest payment a little bit there, I believe, and then there's some savings built into there. So it's actually been about 20 years since we've been leasing. The last apparatus that we took on purchase to own was 1999 American with Friends. They have since went out of business, and that was because our apparatus, they didn't go out of business because of this, but our apparatus was failing. We had like rod remnants over holes and different things. So Chief Farstead came up with this lease program. We were one of 2 fire departments in the country that do leasing. It was kind of unique at the time. I believe there's a lot more that are doing it now. But the benefit there is every 5 years, we're turning over 2 engines in a truck, and that's saving us money. So these apparatus that we build, these 2 engines in this truck for every 5 years, they're not built to the standards if we were going to keep it for 20 years. They're built to last for 5 years, and then they're passed on to the resale company, which is Brigham Mountain. They love our apparatus and they get it. So if we were to purchase apparatus, we would need to galvanize frames instead of powder coat them and different things like that to make it. Also with the leasing, everything's covered bumper to bumper. So we get a lot of value added there in the maintenance. Our maintenance cost is low. They fix everything. I pick up the phone, they're showing up at the station, fixing the apparatus. When the apparatus was late on the last round due to some COVID concerns and chain supply, Garrison stepped in and covered the apparatus over the extended period of time to keep that bumper to bumper warranty in. So we never had our apparatus to go down.
And just to follow up, so it's about $4.1 million. Are we going to escrow the full 4.1?
No.
The escrow amount is 200. The discount is 200. We have
The discount is 200,000.
yes, the escrow. Yep, and both options are listed right here on the second page. The amount financed, the balloon payment, which is the last payment, the interest rate, And again, this is not for 2026, but we need to, the finance is urging the council to make a decision now, because that affects the escrow amount for us to go out and secure the amount.
Chief, we didn't lease a few vehicles, last year or the year before?
One vehicle.
Did we not lease a few vehicles?
So we took delivery on some vehicles, but what's happening is that build time's backing up, so you're seeing this kind of come real quick on the heels. We're actually taking delivery of our new truck in a couple months, I believe it'll be here, and then our engines will follow, and then the, grant money from the state from, STEP and Senate Farmer, that'll be later in the year. We pushed them back to stay on that 5-year timeframe. We pushed that last one back a little bit.
So the money from assembly will help to purchase?
We have a backup, brand new backup apparatus coming. Yeah,
Thank you.
you're welcome.
And the third truck was given the money that Senator Farley had that went to Tedesco. So that's the smaller truck that we use kind of as a backup and reserve.
Okay.
Are there any other questions on this item? Mr. King?
Thank you. As a side note, Down in the Woods, book, most people have probably heard of recently, by Liz Moore. I just finished reading it, but it's about an up in the air, it's a town. Anyway, Schenectady sells them used fire trucks.
Everybody loves them, they come to see the fire, they'll come here, view these fire trucks.
Yes, and thank you for everything.
Absolutely, you're welcome.
Are there any other questions?
I'll move this item.
Thank you. Second?
Thank you.
I'll second it. All those in favor?
No, you can't. Okay.
Yeah.
Anybody else?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
If there's nothing else to come before the Public Safety Committee, I'll take a motion to adjourn.
So move.
Second? All those in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. We are adjourned.
I'd like to call to order meeting for government operations. February 1, 5:37 p.m. All members, Councilwoman Kim Wiggins. Here. Councilman Carl Williams. Here. At this time, I'd like to call up on the matter of Chapter 183 of Schenectady City Code entitled Nuances, Ms. Maxine Brush.
Thank you, Councilman. This is just a reminder that there was a call for public hearing for Chapter 183 amendments to the Schenectady City Code to make some updates to that section titled nuisances.
Just to follow up on that, Mr. Chairman, this was originally going to be a public hearing early in January. This is just pushing it off for a new public hearing. It's the same legislation you've seen before. And it's just changing the penal law sections and expanding the scope for all penal law violations and the city code. So this was something that was going to be done earlier, but it was pushed off for a new hearing date.
Comments or questions? Seeing none, motion to accept the change to the date. Excuse me, so for the call for public hearing. Do I have a second?
Second.
So moved. Seeing none. Oh, excuse me, all those in favor? Aye. It is so moved. Seeing no other agenda items, I'd like to call for an adjournment to Government Operations Committee. Seconded? Second. Adjourned. All those, excuse me, all those in favor?
Aye.
Adjourned at 5:30.
So I'd like to call to order City Development and Planning. We have 6 items on the agenda tonight. The first of which is our resolution to support Retreat Schenectady. I don't see Ms. Carter, Mr. Rashid.
We had a family issue that came up. This is a resolution support for Retreat Schenectady. I don't know if any council members have any questions on it or it's just standard undertaking. You're trying to work here to work with them.
Nope, just the one to confirm there's no actual commitment of city funds.
There is not funds, but we do supplement with some existing staff so that the staff works in terms of implementing some of the program.
Thank you. If there are no questions or comments, may I have a motion?
So move.
Second. All those in favor?
Aye.
The next agenda item,
We can move. City development.
Aiden and yourself.
Second.
I'll second it.
Yeah.
second, oh, I'm sorry. And all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
So the next item would be to authorize the issuance of a revocable permit number 692 to Rigby and Company LLC for an awning that will overhang the city's right of way on the face of the building at 156 Barrett Street. Mr. Wallace?
Typical awning permit for a restaurant that is established on Barrett Street. Came in with a permit at the end of the year. So we're now getting to it. I wanted to move forward as quickly as possible as the business is open, as she is looking to have the sign company put up the awning. Planning is looking at it and has no objections.
Any questions or comments? Hearing none, may I have a motion?
So move.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
The next agenda item is to authorize the issuance of revocable permit number 693 to Sweet Sprig LLC for a sign and awning that will overhang the city's right of way on the face of building 166 J Street. Mr. Wallace?
New operator on J Street, in an existing building. This is on the pedestrian J Street side. Similar awning, I think it's gonna be actually a sign and no objections from development.
Thank you. Any questions or comments? Hearing none, may I have a motion?
So move.
Second.
Second.
All in favor? Aye. The next agenda item is the award of bid contract for the Craig Street pavement and bridge rehabilitation to Carver Construction Incorporated and the total amount of $14,172,174. Mr. Long?
So this is our big community development project. We've been working on this project for over a year, starting with a linkage study in Hamilton Hill that we held at the barn there. Took us a long time to get all the funding together, but using various state and federal funding projects, we were able to put together what they call essentially a funding quilt to be able to move forward with the project. And I'm here today after 8 years to ask that we move forward.
Thank you. Any questions or comments? Mr. McBain?
Mr. Walling, the engineer study and the cost, was that done back in 19? Engineer cost.
Back in 2019,
Is that when this project started?
the concept started in 2019.
When did you put out your estimate?
The estimate?
Yes.
The estimate was redone in, I think, October of last year.
Oh.
The DOT requires a whole litany of process. So you have to have an estimate, and you have to have the estimate within 60 days of bidding. So the estimate was a new estimate. And then that was where the recommendations that were in the package. The estimate was, well, the DOT, this is just to let you know, if you saw it in the report, a large portion of this project is the state. The state owns the bridge over 890. That is a state-owned bridge. And what we are doing is helping them by incorporating into our project, because we are changing the deck of the bridge, which is our responsibility. So by incorporating the deck, we're also going to be doing underneath. If you will notice, by driving 890 Cotton Hollow Bridge, we did Michigan Avenue, the state did. State's looking to do Altamont Avenue, so Craig Street fit in. So the estimate and the design for a portion of this project was actually done by the state for us.
Any other questions or comments? Hearing none, may I have a motion?
So,
Second.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Next agenda item is to authorize the mayor as said needs to enter into supplemental agreement number 2 with the New York State Department of Transportation for the pedestrian improvements in 1760.95. Ron?
Sure. This is a project that has been completed for a couple of years. It's the project that is around City Hall, also in one of the blocks contiguous to City Hall, Notch, Terrace, and Liberty. We have done that, we did it down at the stockade. However, when we did the project, the city had quite a large local share. And that was because not all components of the project were eligible for funding. Since the time of the project, several years ago, the DOT has reclassified that work. So I approached that and went back for supplemental funding. So this project, what this supplemental agreement would do is essentially reimburse the city for its local share. So that's almost $1 million to the city to pay for our local share. This money is money coming in, there is no money on the project, it's done. So this will essentially close out the project and then allow the city to have completed the project with essentially 100% federal state fund.
Thank you. Any questions or comments?
I'll move this.
I'll second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
And the last agenda item is a ceremonial resolution commemorating 100 years of Reconstruction to now, a legacy for Black leadership from Reconstruction to present. Ms. Williams?
Yes, I asked for the resolution for, the NAACP, Black History event that's happening, so I wanted to present it there.
Is there any questions or comments?
I'll move this.
I'll second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
There are no other items to come before city development and planning, may I have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second,
Second.
all those in favor?
Aye.
We are adjourned.
I would like to call the Finance Committee to order. And we have one item for discussion, and it has to do with contract negotiation for the firefighters. And this is a contract discussion, negotiation, so we need to go into executive session.
Mr. Chairman, Mr. President, two things. Since the legislative agenda has now been complete, I recommend that the council give their unanimous consent for the legislative agenda as voted out of the committees here tonight to go on to the consent agenda.
Yes, thank you for that. So if there are no objections, these items will be moved into the consent agenda. If you need to move that motion.
I would just, if there's no objections, it would just be on the consent.
Okay, so hearing none, seconds all of the unanimous consent moving forward.
Yes.
Thank you.
So I need a motion to go into the executive session.
Yeah, so moved.
Second,
Okay.
all in favor? Aye. We are in executive session.
Everyone.
Okay, so we're going to call the captain.
Been in negotiation.
Sorry.